Hello and welcome to the Transport and Logistics Breakout Room. My name is Vladimir Hanslik and I lead industry business development for travel, transport and hospitality in EMEA at Salesforce. Before we start, I'd like to remind you that if you are making any purchase decisions with Salesforce, please base them on the products and product features that are already available. With that, let me thank you for joining us in this session. We understand that there are a lot of demands on you at the moment, so we are very grateful that you're choosing to spend the time with us. And we worked very hard to make the session as interesting and as relevant to you as possible. It's become very clear that transport and logistics companies are facing a number of tough challenges. First of all, shippers increasingly expect consumer-grade experiences, with 83% of shippers saying that they would pay extra to get better service. Second, digital freight marketplaces are driving price competition in the market and putting additional pressure on the already low margins of transport and logistics companies. The average EBIT margin of road freight companies in Europe is only about 2 or 3%. Third, the industry still relies on a number of manual processes which limit the productivity of the sales and service functions, and that contributes to the low levels of utilization that you see in the industry. In the road freight market, the average utilization is only about 60%. 4. There is a very high turnover of drivers and significant employee shortages in some segments of the transport and logistics market, with some estimates indicating that road freight companies in Europe are short of about 36% of drivers that they need. Fifth, and finally, we are seeing some dramatic and potentially permanent changes in consumer behavior as a result of the COVID-19 crisis. One example of that is the shift towards online shopping. In the US, the volume of online shopping has gone up by over 30% in the first few months of the coronavirus crisis. And of course, for transport and logistics companies, this means a major increase in demand for last mile delivery. We at Salesforce believe that to meet these challenges, transport and logistics companies will need to innovate with the help of digital technology. One of the transport and logistics companies in Europe that has been working particularly hard at innovation is DPD Belgium. So I'm really excited that we get to go on a virtual trip to their office in Mechelen and learn about the trailblazing journey of DPD Belgium from two of its executives, Mr. Frank Jaan, the Director of Marketing, Sales and Strategy, and Mr. Karel Pardoen, the Customer Experience Director. Gentlemen, thank you very much for the invite.
Well, welcome. It's great having you guys visiting us today. Thank you for being here. Now, DPD Belgium is a member of the DPD Group, which is part of the French Post, La Poste, and we are present with our own operations across Europe with several key brands. So obviously DPD, Chronopost in France, Seur in Spain, and BRT in Italy. We deliver more than 1 billion parcels every year across Europe. In Belgium, we have 700 employees and close to 900 drivers picking up and delivering our customers' parcels. And on an average daily basis, we handle about 200,000 parcels in Belgium and Luxembourg. Now, this will almost double during our upcoming peak season, which is the Cyber Weekend, the week before, the week after. So the week of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Those 2 weeks have now become our busiest period, where it used to be the week before Christmas. It's now those 2 weeks. And it has become our busiest period of the year. It's very popular in Belgium now. In the meantime, it started a few years back and it's become hugely popular with consumers. Now, we also have a very strong commitment to sustainability, which is embedded in our strategy and actions. We currently deliver every single parcel CO2 neutral. through offset, mean that we invest in wind parks or forests, but increasingly we are also delivering CO2 neutral, so zero emission in the city. So we already have it today in London and in Paris. We are 100% CO2 neutral in the last mile, and the ambition of the group is to deliver the 200 largest cities in Europe completely emission-free by 2025. And last but certainly not least, we are highly committed to delivering the best possible customer service. Our ambition is to become the reference player in the parcel delivery market. We don't want to necessarily be the biggest, but we want to be the best. And in order to enable this ambition, we also selected Salesforce, which we think very much fits this ambition to have the best of breed applications in our network. So we invested in a lot of tools to automate and digitize our processes, and one of them, of course, is Salesforce and Partnered.
Frank, let me start with you. What do you see as the key challenges in the parcel delivery business today?
Well, I see 4 key challenges for our business, not only in Belgium but across Europe. The first one being maintaining our quality despite the exponential growth in volumes. I mean, the demand for parcel delivery has increased tremendously, and it's definitely a challenge to maintain our quality during these periods. Secondly, it's about keep on innovating in a highly competitive environment, going digital. We are digitizing and automating all our services, and I think one of the biggest projects and most important projects so far is Salesforce. So automating all our processes relating to our service, sales, and marketing efforts. Third would be finding and keeping the best people and drivers in the industry. I mean, people are important, drivers are important. I mean, driver is a very important part of our delivery promise. And I think the fourth one would be how to further develop and implement our green strategy. I mean, we want to have also a safe delivery. So during times of COVID, we want a contactless delivery, and ensuring the safety of the driver and the consumer is also obviously a very important part of our mission. And then I would say the whole challenge of urban delivery, so delivering in our cities, making it safe, green, and efficient is also a big challenge for us.
Well, hi Vlad, also from my side, a warm welcome here at DPD headquarters in Mechelen. In my experience, one of our key challenges is we all know that e-commerce is growing and e-commerce will keep growing. So in my opinion, one of our key challenges is how are we going to deal with all those contacts? How are we going to deal with all those volumes via different channels with different SLAs? We see that our customers, and not only the senders but also the receivers are the customers from our customers, they are becoming more and more demanding. They want instant messages, they want instant replies, they want instant answers 24/7. And as you probably know, 85% of our volumes are international, so that's not always that easy. And I think that is, for us, one of our key challenges.
Thank you, Carl. Certainly not an easy situation to be in. Can you tell us a bit more about how you're addressing some of these challenges with Salesforce?
Yes, of course, Vlad. I think we started 2 years ago the collaboration with Salesforce, and our 4 main objectives were: we wanted to increase the customer satisfaction, we wanted to increase the employee experience, we wanted to have a clear visibility throughout the whole organization, and last but not least, we wanted to dramatically increase our efficiency. Well, 2 years later, I can tell you that we have a clear view on all our cases, and our customer service environment can be reached, can be contacted via different channels. Concerning our omnichannel strategy, we are busy with the implementation of other digital channels such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger, and SMS.
Brilliant, Carl. I think that's quite a lot of different use cases of Salesforce. Where do you, gentlemen, see the biggest impact on your business?
Well, the current move to much more industrialize and automate our complete processes. So the way we do business acquisition, support our growth ambitions, and really putting Salesforce and Pardot to maximum use and effectiveness, making sure we are, I would say, even more successful than we initially planned.
Well, first of all, thanks to Salesforce, we have a very clear view on our volumes. We have a clear view on all the journey of the cases. Where are those cases? And what is the duration time of the cases? And in case of backlog, we are able to switch in a very easy way to allocate extra people to other queues so that we can meet our SLAs. Concerning our chatbot, yeah, Vlad, needless to say that the chatbot is resulting in less cases. Less cases means that we have more time to work on other cases. That means that we can do more cases with less effort at lower costs.
Karel, I'd love to hear more about the chatbot. Can you tell us a bit more about the solution that you implemented?
Yes, of course, Vlad. First of all, the main goal of the chatbot was to facilitate our receivers in giving them a do-it-yourself solution. A solution that gives our receiver the opportunity to check the status of a parcel, to change the delivery whenever he wants and wherever he wants. And if I tell you that 65% of all our receiver cases can be solved by the chatbot, I'm not lying. I think we signed a contract mid-August 2019, and we went live 6 weeks later. The reason why we were going live so quick was we wanted to have our chatbot before our end-of-year peak. Needless to say, Vlad, during the pandemic, that we were very happy with our chatbot because I can say it with virological terms that the chatbot helps us with flattening the curve.
Karel, when we spoke a few days ago, you mentioned that you could bring the chatbot to life for us. Would you mind walking through an example of a solution that the chatbot provides to a customer?
So, well, Vlad, if the receiver is visiting us at our website, he has the ability to talk with the chatbot. When he's talking to the chatbot, he has the opportunity to choose between a pick list of 5 options. The only thing that the receiver needs is a parcel number. And with the parcel number, the receiver is able to change the delivery, or is able to track the location, or is able to track the status of the parcel. If the receiver wants to change the delivery, he can change the address, or he can ask the chatbot to put the parcel or to deliver the parcel at a neighbor. An authentication will be asked because you don't want that your neighbor or your friends are redirecting your parcel towards their house.
That's great to see, Karel. What are the key benefits that the chatbot brings to your customers and to your business?
Well, what we see is that the offering is creating the demand. What do we see is that we see a huge switch to chatbot contacts. And that means that we are able to give more attention to other cases, to other contacts that really needs our attention. So again, the chatbot is resulting or is helping us in treating more cases at a lower cost. And besides that, again, during peak, whether it is an end of year peak or whether it is sales or whether it is a COVID pandemic, the chatbot will help you in flattening the curve.
In addition to what Karel already said, we see a positive impact on our sending customers, our paying customers, as we see that they actually have less contact moments with their consumers and receivers instead of having to contact them to know about the status of a parcel or redirect the parcels or change the delivery or launch a question about a delivery, they can actually use our tools. So we basically help our customers become more efficient by also answering their customers. So we hear from our sending customers that it's a very positive effect on their business, actually reducing the number of contact moments and also at the same time being more efficient, helping their customers, which is definitely a very positive effect of having the chatbot now.
We are almost at time, so let me ask one final question. What is next for DPD Belgium? Are there any innovations that you're working on that you are particularly excited about?
First of all, we are proud being, and very excited, being able to announce the launch of DPD Fresh, Belgium and Luxembourg, for the delivery of food products to consumers and businesses. Business can be a restaurant or retailer. We actually launched last week in Brussels, and we will roll the service out to cover all of Belgium and Luxembourg in the next 1 to 2 years. So what is actually exciting and challenging about delivering food is that we're used to track parcels. We know where a parcel is, we can redirect it, we can change it. But now we also have to measure and monitor the temperature of the goods. So what we have built a system that allows to monitor the temperature right from picking up the goods from the producer or the retailer to the delivery to the final consignee. So we know what the temperature are or has been during the whole transport chain. Food safety is very specific, and we actually have to guarantee the respect of the cold chain from A to Z. So we also have alarms built in, alarming us if a parcel has been exposed to warmth or heat. And then there are two options. Either the product is still safe to deliver and it will be delivered, and we then have the whole history of the temperature, or it will be stopped and say, sorry, this product is no longer safe to be delivered, so we have to take it out of the delivery chain. So we will have 3 product groups: the fresh products between 0 and 4 degrees, so we'll guarantee the temperatures between 0 and 4 right from sorting to delivery. Deep frozen products, so minus 18 or lower. And then we also have ambient products like groceries, fresh vegetables, etc., which cannot be frozen but have to be kept fresh. So we call that ambient. So that's one of our key projects. A second one is, we significantly aim to extend the use of Parted. We launched Parted 1 year after Salesforce, so about 1 year ago. And we want to extend the use within our marketing and sales community to really make use of all the features and benefits. Today we're only using a small part of it, but we want to use the full range of features that are available to us. And then last, but actually certainly not least, we have started a 60 million euro investment plan to completely overhaul, modernize, automate all our operational depots in Belgium and Luxembourg. And we're also soon starting the construction of a brand new central sorting center, a hub in the north of Brussels, which will be ready by early 2022, which will be fully automated and will help us not only to become more effective and to further, I would say, digitize and automate our services, but really to enable our growth, our further growth. Today we are growing at a rate of 30-40% every year, sometimes more, but we want to even accelerate that. And for that, we need to have a completely modern and a new infrastructure, operational infrastructure in Belgium and Luxembourg.
Thank you, Frank. These are some really exciting plans. And thank you, Frank, and thank you, Carl, for having us today and for sharing your perspectives with me and with our audience. For now, goodbye. If you would like to learn more about how Salesforce can help transport and logistics companies, I would like to share with you 3 resources. First, you can download our ebook on leading through change in transport and logistics. Second, you can explore our seamless shipper solution on our website. And third, you can watch our on-demand webinar with PostNL, covering how PostNL keeps its remote workforce protected, empowered, and productive during the coronavirus crisis.